bag at it. I had to turn it off like this filter because I had to turn it off like this filter because I think it's like if I turn it on, then it won't turn on for me. Like if I turn it on, that's turn on for me. Sorry. That's da 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 da. Yeah, it's so you might hear little noises and stuff. Alright. This game's very hard to just find a spot to like stop. Let me see, what is this? Yeah, 7 counter right there. So is this one that TKQZ? The two things that I put up. It counts as a we could probably see about that when we get over there. Because we also need to save him, so. Asian, DSN or satellite. Yeah, so this one. Oh, I see. I'd have to like grab onto it. There's no retracting that. Why is there no retracting? put it to get off of hibernation. But we might as well stick it on hibernation for now. Okay. We need to design a new rocket. Oh, and I feel bad when I was going to respond to something and then I don't. I remembered someone pointed out on making certain parts and then just reusing them. It's I used to make a bunch of if you look at this other save, I used to make named parts. I remember the adopted name Planet Hopper. This was the section to when it was in deep space and just moving to another planet and stuff. And I even called boosters. So I pretty much tried to do it in parts. See, mid-landing pad, just I tried to do that, but however, discovered since then, which I'm glad that you can make folders, which I did do folders of landers. These are all the landers, which I ended up putting just the whole rocket in this one anyway. I think there was one called yeah, rocket parts booster. Problem is you end up making a rocket for a specific thing. Let's see this. Yeah, this is enough to. This is booster 60 tons. What? Yeah, see, this is this one that I couldn't open before because this has separate johns. It's something I didn't have before, but now I do. Which I'm trying to figure out, where was this? Does it not have them? Yep, this gets up there. This has even the... Oh, it has the other part things. Interesting. this one had a lot. Why didn't I use this one? What's with the difference of this one to this one? Is it because of the reusable parts on the other one? Yeah, I'm really trying to see the difference in this one. I do see the things are missing on. Why did I stick it on like that? I'll probably have to put it as high up as I could. Oh, yeah, slide. China. Just some reason this one is like a lot more delta V, because on this stage it doesn't have a lot of thrust to weight ratio. Stick those like on. Curious about, rather than these, is sticking these on it. If I put this on, then you can basically crawl. Very interesting that this part. Why do I... I think this was to keep it... Yeah, just to keep it from pivoting around. That's what I did. Let's see if I... What's the tonnage of this? 46 tons. Actually, that would be more accurate. Yeah, let's say 46 tons. I don't think it needs like all those wings. Anything, it just needs like 4 of these. That's good enough. Interesting. It does that. It probably only needs 2 actually with this. Because these 2 can keep it from going like... actually like this. No, we'll just do this just in case. I don't know. I wonder if I can... This would help be less weight and less expense. Slightly less. It's 29,000. Is a little bit slightly cheaper that way. I'm doing that right away. It's like, I don't know, it just fits. Actually, I could do that. It'd be even less. Oops. Call it under booster. I'm not going to do this in the convention of that. So there. This is actually a very well, like this booster alone. You know, let's just do a quick launch, like test with this. This alone probably has enough to get to space or to get to orbit. You have the time drop a bit more. I'm slowing down. Which, I'm not sure what you do after you get like to this point. Then just I guess it doesn't quite get to orbit. Because I'm gonna run out of power and yeah. run out of fuel to say. You Yeah, I was afraid this thing's not designed right. Oh yeah, and yeah, this thing's not designed very well. Yeah, there it goes. Was an attempt. And then what's better than or the other one? This one. Oh, I see. About the same price too. And his docking ports. It's just it has solid boosters that gets lost. Which are those? Yeah, which is yeah, so it's a few thousand each loss. Let's see, yeah, that's how much I lose each time I would shoot this rocket off. About 5,000. Unless I could stick on. Let me see something on how all these. Yeah, yeah, but how much does it cost? Like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I'll just do that. Just cost like another 1,000 at least. Yeah, break those off. Just you know, just another expensive loss. See this. Okay, so there's no remote thing to control that is the issue. Yeah, I was gonna do a crawler here, but I might design it in here actually because I want it. Like, I want it to be in the end attached to a rocket. Crawler. Crawler. Just boom crawler for now. I'm gonna throw this on it. Just a window. Does this? Interesting. Do that. Oops. Why is that able to attach right there? Isn't that blinding? I'm afraid to grab too small of a one, which is what save a lot of weight. I just wonder if that moves around properly. It doesn't have any batteries. It doesn't have any power to it. Other than the well, it could spin really well. Weird. Just need to figure out how to. And it lost power. where I can do low. That's way so difficult. Yeah, that's where I could do that, but it's not. Yeah, it goes into means symmetric. At that rate, you might as well just put them on one at a time. I'm going to put it on the top like a hat. Make the reentry come in that way. Actually, this fits in here. It's not gonna be able to see anything. Just it doesn't attach to this very well. Actually, I can. Okay then. But I'm gonna do. I was doing before. This I'll do it like here. Connect it like that. Okay. These would be 800. So this is cheaper. It's just a little tougher to figure out where to connect it to. I need something to just hold that curve in, and I don't have those seats, so I'm like having to resort to stuffing this in somewhere just to get the curve in home. Like I was going to take this, but this is like much heavier, and I don't need it really to have this whole thing sitting here. It's gonna make an ugly thing out like that, but yeah, that works. Looks really ugly, but hey. Maybe we could just put like a port on the back, just to... Yeah, I wonder if this is... Yeah, I'm gonna just re-grab it, just to... Does this make it count as something to snap to? No, it doesn't let me. Am I allowed to move these to the side? Yes, I can. Oh. Not do that. There's a reason I'm putting this off on the side like this. Is the... Or I mean, there's a reason I have this tilted sideways. So when the Kerbal gets into it, it's gonna be... He's gonna be pointing the direction that I want him to drive. Unless that doesn't quite matter. I can have this literally up like that. control it from like something else. Like I put a docking port back here. Yeah, I might have to just put silly things. Let us have these batteries for now. I'll just stick this in here. So I don't want to have like unnecessary things on the thing. I can't have those stuck there. Okay, nice. He's clipping though. Okay, I could like hide them in here. The thing, of course, is need down there just to have more of a moment. The thing's going to come down and pick up that one Kerbal. The problem is I need a door to get in. You open one so you can't get in or out. And I tend to like to use these things. Why is it being troublesome? Here. don't you let me stick it on there? Why do you stick it on very lopsided? Why don't you want to go right there? Is there something the matter? It's 5 tons. You know, designing it upright, and then it tilts in, but yeah, I think, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'll name it. I'll save this one. Crawlers, but then I'm gonna do essentially a recreate. Just recreate the whole thing. Cause go back to this again. Need something to carry him. This need mod. Well, okay, yeah, I think that doesn't need it for. How much is these things? For 50. Why did you? Because I'm trying to. How I'm thinking this is going to land flat on this side like this. I'm going to put wheels for the side. Because the other way I was having it was this way. But then it's like I'm using this container thing and just stuffing all this. Like, sure, it's nice and compact, but like I don't like how this is. And then it's like then sticking on the wheels and trying to make that all like work properly and move in the correct direction, and I don't know. I wasn't sure on that design. Because like the thing I wonder is if you which one to put these wheels all like one at a time, just because it works that way. It's not even connected to the thing on top. Interesting. Like that needs to point that way. Thing is that's even covering over that. But like, here's the thing that I need to figure out though. Why is it when I put this like on here, oh, the wheels aren't even touching the ground. Whoops. The thing is why are the wheels constantly going? What's that? Like, what controls those wheels? I don't understand that. What what controls? Well, let's first just resolve. This looks interesting. So you remember way back when we were trying to move that Rover? I'm designing something that's just going to literally clamp on the stupid thing and just move it. At the same time, having a cockpit to pick up the Kerbal and then bring him back off the moon and bring him to back to Kerbal. Might need to turn on advanced tweakables in the settings menu for you. I do have advanced tweakables on. That's why I'm able to auto strut. Which apparently the auto thing is to auto strut to heaviest part. Rigid attachment. To actually just put this on the ground just to see if this even works. Did that say? Oh, yeah, I did it. I hate that it auto just puts it all in the default folder. So every time I just come back and just mindlessly hit save. See, why does it do that? Why are you just moving? Like, what controls that? With radial symmetry instead. Well, aside of that, what's making it go? Why are you just like moving when I'm not even touching any buttons? It's just. I could do reverse and at least make it move forward. Do I have to do like a silly action button and tell them all to like turn on and off? Is that what I have to do? Like toggle motor? Like, if I at least have some control to do that, and like, sure. Depends on it. Well, I guess here's the simple question. Does the game have the simple key bindings or axis control to control those forward or back? Like does it have any kind of control like that? Or is it just like on, just starts moving? Because I do have steering control, like I can turn it. It's just I can't make it forward or go. It's just all I see is just move forward when you have power. That's all I see. Just move forward, more forward. It's like that's all it does. Sure, I could like break it too, like get it to stop like that, maybe. Oh, and of course, this is backward. Actually, no, that's not backwards. But yeah, for me to stop and start it is to do that action group. Of course, this is falling off the pad. Well, yeah, controls are like straight up as well. But then again, like this is actually working out, even though it's like all this stuff. Which here's the big thing. It's like, sure, this works in the game, but there's so much clipping going on in here. But hey, if we want to use what's like available in the game, I guess we'll just make all this stuff clip. Control from the docking port. Yeah, but like, do I need to do that? Wrong button. Well, I guess we got it down here now. Well, now we're going backwards. Kind of, yeah. So if that's important to do that, hence why I'm doing my second version, which, let's save this one more time, just in case. Hence my second version, because this is going to all point forward correctly. But I'm also, like, see, the worst thing to have it that I do not want to have happen is, let's say, having this straight like this, and then I try to grab the piece and it's like, oh no, it's like down here, and I can't grab it because it's not against the ground or something. So that's why I was lopsiding it. And I don't want the thing have to be like dragging across the ground just to get the claw close enough to the ground. Like, does that like make sense? While I'm like lopsiding it. I'm just I guess to explain what's going through my head here. And I'm gonna purposely put these like along the side like this. These engines like this. Oh, are you putting on like the other? Of course you're gonna do that. Of course. Fine. To do one stinking one at a time. In a sense, I am building it. It probably would have been easier to build this like in the other editor, but you know what? There. Hello. Thank you. You know what? It's easier to click that because we'll have that as the root. So you get my vision? It's just, I'm not sure if this is... Oh my goodness. Stick all the things on it again, I guess, because it mirrored weirdly. So it should... You still... Oh my goodness. Why do you want to mirror it like that? You stupid thing. It's so weird. Or is it because I didn't... Oh my goodness. Let's start over in this editor. My goodness. They're so difficult sometimes. I had batteries first. Putting this on because I'm probably going to want a monopropellant when I... Like, you know what? Probably only need a little bit. Probably more than actually. Let's go with... Oh yeah, it's plenty enough to move that little thing over there. Oh, there is a... might look into that mod. It's just called, like... Is that with the... I forget what the, like, modded, like, manager is. Like, Curran something... It's like letters, like KFC something. Because, yeah, it's... Ever since playing this game, some of the editing stuff has been like a pain to like actually edit. But yeah, I'm gonna only need like a good amount of monopropellant when I dock this back, which... Here's a good question. Do you think a Rover won't need anything more than like this small thing? Like, is this big enough to grab? Yeah, the CKAN. I have that mod manager. That's good. So that means I just need to search it up, like editor extensions mod, and should be able to stick it on. Maybe I could do that like right here and now, but like I could do that, like basically have an extra one just for balancedness. But that depends, because I could just go with one. It would be good if we can go with just this one, because this would be like pretty light. Where's the flag? Oh. It's underneath the thing. Well, we could do this to show the flag. There. But yeah, it's going to be like kind of like a hover bike thing. You know what? I feel like this is going to need to be over here actually. Just to have it like lift up balanced wise. DLC that helped. I don't recall this game having a DLC ever. I don't know if I have the DLC. Because it, oh, you know what? I think I do. Now, I recognize the picture. I think. You know what? Let me see. I wish there's like a convenient, easy way to tell. I can't tell if I bought it or not. I think, yeah, I think I did not get that because I was looking forward for Kerbal Space Program 2, so I never got this. I wondered how people had rotating, bending parts that I've seen. But what does this do? Or what does that? Well, one's about making history. Expansion. That one's breaking ground, and I heard it. I think I heard feedback about it. It's like there's. And here's a big question: would it? What would it do to my already career file in here? Would it like break it, or do I have to like restart another one to actually make use of that? Yeah, they never see. Or calls it. Yeah, that's why I'm not sure about like, sure, it'd be nice to like make arms move around and stuff, but like if it doesn't work great as like a crane or something, then like what's the use other than being fancy? Someone made like they even show on their DLC picture like big spider scorpion looking thing. But I guess it adds like some rotating parts. So yeah, not sure. There's weather stations you can get out of it. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, now the follow thing's working. I don't know why, like, my other stream, that was not working. But hello. Welcome. Thank you, Dragon Union. Oh, hinges. It looks like it's all the part. Like, I wonder if they took inspiration from Space Engineers. And they're like, oh, let's also do that same thing. Like, if you really want to play with like things like that, I think Space Engineers is better for that. Say Dram. Nice. Sure. Like I tried putting landing gear on robotic parts and it just never locked in place. So it would always be bouncing around. Yeah. That's the trouble with doing a lot of things like in this game is just having what's it called? Just static sturdy parts. But you know what? For now, I don't want to worry about this stuff at the moment. Maybe after I catch up on like these, well, if I can get like some of these big missions done, these contracts, these, like for one, rescuing our Kerbal that's stuck trying to do the finished construction Rover, like this very one, which is what we're building this whole thing for. Like after do that and then fix like up other things, or I don't know. We could see about it. It's just I don't know. There's a lot of things like sometimes I don't like when there's more options, and then I like contemplate about it now. Wait for Steam sale. Well, it wouldn't be that much of a loss either way, of like waiting on Steam sale. But yeah, which you know what? I could do that right here. At least put it on my favorites or wish list, I should say. And it could like let me know about that. But otherwise, yeah. It was, I recall when I found out that it was all this, there was all this hype on Kerbal Space Program 2, and I wanted to wait for that game before I bothered with anything more about Kerbal Space Program. Long and behold, Kerbal Space Program 2 is just kind of seems like a flop now. Oh yeah. And that's the other thing is then it'll like add another layer of parts to like worry about or consider. But for our mission now, all I need is something to like be pointing down here, and I need something to just like balance it out really. Which I think that one part going down there, especially with the smaller, I notice that these are and it probably would balance it out a little bit. Like, sure, this is not going to be perfectly even now, but like, I kind of don't care for what its job's going to be. Doing that will probably even it out. We could probably slide these things, probably even like that, and try to like shift some weight. Need be. But I do want actually over here because I'm noticing it's center mat. Well, then again, that does depend on when this is like empty. It does look like I need to put this a little more over here. But that's going to be the annoying thing of this thing. Priority is this one. This will be a higher priority. Actually, no. I think this one should empty out first. Because these would empty out evenly before it gets to this one. So then by the time I even get to there, there's still all this fuel in here before the weight starts shifting. Yeah, and this was like stuff like I was considering 2 years ago. But even with this, by the way, we have plenty of Delta V. Oh, I get just... Oh, well, in atmosphere, it's a lot less. Just because of the type of rocket. But this will be on the moon. This is probably like kind of overkill, but I'm going to have to set up action groups to control toggling these engines, which I've done that stuff like that before. Just, I wish I could like put this on mirroredly, but no silly thing like this. So fine. Put these on like this. Be that way. What's this? This. This probably would work. Well, this does more thrust, I think. No, it's slightly. It's just slightly less, like. It's a lot lighter. I could probably actually. I haven't bought this part yet, which means I've recently unlocked it. I wonder if this would be better to like put on the side, like the sides, and then I don't have to put these big containers. Save some weight. But I think that works fine. But now the thing is this. Does it still... Why does it... Let me see something. Why aren't you mirroring this certain way? See, I want a mirror like that. Why do you suddenly go like that? Like, really? What's wrong with you? Why are you being like that? Do I have to, like, click onto you through here for you to be using the right symmetry thing? I don't know. I don't get it. It's like, if anything, frustrating me. It's not mirrored in a proper way. Just resorting me having to put these on one at a time. Because the stinking thing's being silly. With the middle click. Let me see. It's not doing anything. Oh, maybe you mean. Oh, there we go. You mean that. It's just, it really does not want to use that though. Is it because of how these are mirrored on there? Why do you not want to do that? Stubborn thing. Is it because of all these parts have been like? This dumb thing really refuses to do symmetry the way that I want it. Stubborn, stubborn thing. I'm just going to have to resort to just putting them one at a time, not have them mirrored. Stubborn, silly thing. By the time I can get it to work, I'll probably have this built. Try grabbing one of the fuel tanks off the side, detaching it from the rocket, putting the airplane symmetry mode. That's what I literally was trying to do. See, look. Boom. Oh, that one now decided to like work properly. So why is this one not doing it? Oh, yeah. And I don't understand it sometimes. Oh, there we magically have it working now. I might have to lower it though, because I feel like I don't like that this thing's going to be dragging on the ground. Like if we just go into like, is this thing going to be rubbing against the ground? Is there any forward? Wait, are you? Oh, you are being controlled by this throttle. And halfway, that's not. I need to change that to different axes. I don't know why you're doing it that way. So yeah, I think I get what's going on now. So, which makes no sense because then throttle for the inputs for this is also forward and back. Why didn't you just call it forward and back then? But as I feared, this thing's dragging on the ground. I don't like that. I don't like that this whole thing is like just dragging on the ground. So that explains why I keep going backwards actually on the other thing. which I have to go to the quit to the main menu. I change this input here. So I believe it's vessel and it's this. Let me see if it's the same throttle axes. Yep, see? Joy 1.1. That same throttle axes. And I assumed it was the same kind of thing because throttle axes, but no, this is really forward and back. It's really this. Just named as throttle, I guess. Try grabbing one of... Oh yeah, I already read that. So yeah, I'm gonna make you... Yeah. I don't get why this has like so many different numbers, but I need you to be that. Because I want it to be the same as forward and back for it. If that's how you're going to act as. You just need to be that axis. Ooh. Save it. Forgot to hit apply. Or I didn't hit. Okay. Apply. Yeah, 2.5. I don't know if it's because it's detecting every little movement from my stick, so it's like... So it kept changing it on me. Let's do a quick like restart of the game. Just because I know after a bit it can load. It's just used. What's that too? Well, that's the thing. I'm not using that. Well, I could use my keyboard and do that, but you know that I was confused why it was the whole fact that it kept on moving, if anything, backwards, which explains why it's moving backwards, because my throttle is backwards, or put to 0, which is backwards to it, because it's not halfway of it, so yeah. So like I did try to resort to like using the was just to see if that was like the actual controls for it, but no, it was still moving backwards for some reason. Now all makes sense, because I do have yeah, because I had flight sticks hooked in for this. Is mech jab? What's mech jab? But yeah, I used to always play this game with keyboard and mouse. And so when I thought of coming back to the game, I was like, I wonder if this game can use flight sticks. Because, oh boy, how easier this must be to do a lot of those very precision stuff that I had so much trouble with hitting fat buttons, or like basically it's like controlling, like it felt like it's like all those like flight movements that really is not like sure you can do it, but it's like you're pressing a button for an axis control. And when you're trying to do very precision things, you kind of want, yeah, see, there we go. That's forward. And we're doing back. And we can put like friction like all the way up on these. Okay, good. Because of the mirrored stuff, I only need to do one side. So yeah, I can just control like this. This is fine. And of course, I can extend out this for my power. Basically like my little sail. There we go. Am I getting power? Oh, yeah, I am. It's like minus minus. I guess it means that it's like recharging. Like a solar sail kind of thing. I guess this works fine enough. It's just, again, I don't like that it's dragging the front thing. I don't know any better way, like, other than trying to move the wheels down a bit more. It's kind of, yeah, it might be because this is dragging on the ground. I wonder, might do something crazy and just put like these on it. Because I don't want to move these down and really lopside the whole weight of this thing. But I do need these wheels like further down. Well, I might do like a fatter container. Add some wheels directly on the lander. Yeah, but then now I'd like lift this thing up. Or it won't be like flat level. That makes sense. And also putting the wheels on like this does this. Well, I could rotate it out like that, but then no. It's just having them right angle like that. I'm just curious if I can just go with doing this. Will you mirror things properly, please? Thank you. Some magic reason you just... Now it's like trying to find like the right very same level. Oh, what I have learned, easy way to like actually make sure you're like leveled with. It's the put it right to where it's like clipping, and then you just work with that. It's not gonna be like, I guess, as perfect as I can get it. But there. This probably can like even go down a little bit lower actually. Well, we don't need to mirror this. There we go. I'm not worried about how oddly shaped and stuff this is, because I'm gonna use like this thing. I guess I accidentally changed its color. And this should be able to cover like over this whole thing. Yeah. There. Be basically like that. Maybe I'll put like, oh, it does need some like batteries. Like, how heavy is this? 0.05. Oh, same weight as those. Like, maybe if I put, actually no, I actually have the batteries. Maybe I'll like put them like this to try to balance out. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's 0.3 actually. So that does kind of like, in the end, I'm sure there's going to be like some like slightness. So like, with how like small it is. What is it? Let's look at how. Yeah, this is 0.03, so it's. Well, this one's not too much bigger. Capture range. Try mass. Spark cannot be. Yeah, it's too big for placing in a cargo thing. Which how did I do that? Did I press that? Just changed its color. Let me change the variance. I wonder how I accidentally do that at times. Oh, it's this button here. It's the little tiny button. Thank goodness. I'm used to just that white. I think this is all that's needed to land and move that one thing around. It has loads of delta V, probably more than that's needed, but which is a concern then is getting all this dead weight up there. So I certainly don't want to put anything more other than this that's like necessary. Let's lift this up so I can stick the other engines on. Because I do need these engines. And we're going to need action groups. But you know what? I'll actually do it from like 6M. Put you as 6 to toggle engine. And you guys will be this one. May seem like it's a funny button, but or a funny order, but I pretty much put these numbers on 2 hat switches, and basically they're 5 buttons. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Press in is 5, and the other one's 6, 7, 8, 9, and then press in is 10. So yeah, we can. Oh, I can also put that one as like probably like 1. And of course, I got my brakes. Yeah, not enough power to lift it here, but yeah, I don't think I could lift off. Okay. So I got this all, I think, as ready as possible. It's now just like getting it up there. Do want to set, what is traction control? Is this, I kind of want to like put this with like as much friction control and stuff. Well, like brake power, like. Let's just put all this up and see how that feels. But actually, I realize the problem is it'd be hard to control the throttle if I put those buttons on that. So probably do this as toggle engine. And this one, actually we do 3 as toggle this engine. Or if you replace all as much more sit in the captain's chair and say, make it so, then it is piloting like air, airplane. I know. Like just like an autopilot system, it can be press and guidance, plan and execute maneuvers, flies. Oh, interesting. So basically, you can just like tell it to do like all the stuff that you want. There we go. And I could just do that. Press this to bring that up. Okay, that's probably too much power for the brakes. The question is, does that like waste more power? I think I'm having issues. I did increase it a bit more. I could like lower it down if it's too loud. It just snaps. Yeah, let's make the brakes just 100%. It's probably too much. But then again, we're on Kerbin. This is not the moon. It's going to be a lot lighter on the moon. Yeah, maybe there's a reason why it's like 50% per brake. Because if it's like too much here, you can cheat yourself the moon. Well, I'll probably want to do that on a different like file save if that's ability. But I don't think this thing's gonna be like a problem. Oh, I'm forgetting these guys up here as well. But yeah, let's put these guys to 50%. And just put like all this. What's the traction control? I'm just curious if this is doing it because I want like as much like because I don't want this thing sliding around on the moon. So I want like as much stableness I could possibly get on the thing. It'd be nice if I had like more power to like stopping force or something, but I also don't want it like jolting So I guess if that's not enough braking power like on the moon, then we could just up the braking power if need be. We're over there. Really, like all that, like we can adjust when we're over there. Just, I'm only worried if this thing's gonna like have trouble getting up over hills or whatnot. Then again, we got engines on the thing. You just turn these on. Do that. Basically control ourselves like that. Which I might have to go to this control if we need to like have control with like this would be our yaw then. We can like roll like this and all that. Oh, we haven't put any RCS. That's another thing that we need to do. It's just in the cheat menu. I didn't know there was a cheat menu like that, but I haven't really needed to do that before. I'd like to try to put this stuff like very mirrored. You know what? This can be. Of course, now you're not letting me to do it the other way. Come on. This can be like pretty much in center, because this is to just go forward, back, and turn, or roll and forward and back, ideally. So you want it like kind of like central. And then you get these things for, yeah, let's put it, actually, yeah, let's put them along like these things. There's my forward and back, and then my strafing. Actually, no, I don't like how they're. I would keep it like more central of that weight there. Because I think even if this, yeah, it'd be slightly forward, which is ideal. Yeah, I kind of wonder about something on this. Because I may not need that later. Well, I may stick this thing on for this to like get rid of later. I'm just trying to think of like how to best like re-entry the whole thing. Enable center of thrust line and disable the rear engine to see if what do you mean by enable? Where's the... Well, you'd have to like... How do I tell these to be like off? Just do that. Disable the rear engine. Why disable this rear engine? What would that do? Because then it would just show that he's doing that. Like, sure. But that's not what I'm trying to like figure out being center. I'm trying to think of like how this would like re-entry. Which also I do need to consider about parachutes. We want those centered math, which they seem to be, yeah. Also, I probably want to put like a docking port just in case. Feel like there, that's more than enough. Oh, I don't need to worry about that. But then I can't like bring it out to test it. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually annoying. Well, I think I did all the testing I need to worry about. It did bring up the... It did center it like a little bit more. Well, like a little bit. It's just this made it even more heavier is the problem. What is this like? Still enough for it. Why does it show that's like good? It's it could do that. I'm worried if I don't put any parachutes that like help slow things down. I might like stick just like those two things. Yeah, so I was thinking of putting the other things up here, but I had to put those parachutes somewhere, so. Sure, any amount of drag chutes will be enough in the small craft. Yeah, just to slow it down. So that's why I'm thinking of like doing these, which I think makes sense to have it like on the back. Which is what I did actually on my plane, is I just stuck a few like that. Just to like help slow down the speed before the other parachutes come out. And these are like more than enough to carry this thing. As this even says. I'm just trying to think of now where to put like all this stuff. I might just put like some of these like individually now. So I don't have like. Yeah, I'm just gonna. You know what? It just can let me do that. I can do that with that one. Same with these. It just. I need to make sure he's able to get into that door without it saying, oh, that's blocking. So that's like all other directions. Basically strafe these directions. But now I need a forward and back. And that's where I was thinking of just having it on these two things, which we'll just try to put it like centralized. I guess slightly up. We could, because these parachutes are kind of lopsiding it, we could move this down a little bit. Basically like that. If need be, we could switch editor and just go to the other one, but I could test and see if things are on the ground flat. If they're like slightly off, I don't think it's going to matter too much, as long as they're like touching the ground. Now, wish you can like hold shift and grab like multiple things, but you can't. Okay, that just moves all at once. Aren't you updating? the way as center as I can get it. You're forward and back. And I think all I need is the roll, which I can do. It's the, might do like a bigger one. I could just, well, actually, rolling can be done with mainly the cockpit thing itself. Can roll it. But yeah, I can't just pop this out here. What's your weight? 13 tons. I think that's as decent as I can get. I still got like 2,000 delta V on it. Though if we go like turn these off, that's my delta V. Oh, even more. Let me turn this off and just see how much thrust to weight ratio I have over the moon. Oh, okay, that's enough to like take off and stuff still. I wanted to make sure this thing can like lift up and then I could switch over to that one, those. Yeah, I think this is all prepared. So now I'll be switching to this editor, which let's just quickly test this going well. Yep, this can move around freely. Oh, I forgot to. I need an action group for this. Oh, you can control from here. It's upside down though. I'm going to do this in here as well because we already have that as that one. I think I want the solar panel, this one, this button. And this one be toggle arming. Oh wait, we're gonna need one for releasing grip. Might do. Yeah, we'll do that one to release if we need to. Kind of wanted to see what's. I'm going to do this for a moment. See what was last saved on that one. Yeah, it was the start of this one. This override. I could delete this one. There. So now when I click those little color things. I'm curious. Can this possibly reach? No, I can't. It has to be this, which I guess works. Or yeah, so I need to do 2 of them like that, just to fit that a little bit in. Did I forgot to set the fuel priorities? I want these to burn out first. And then it does this one. So now it's just getting this to the moon. Yeah, we might try, actually. Yeah. What is this thing? Oh, that's even smaller. We do have these engines. It's just the question is how much thrust to weight ratio. See, I don't like having so little amount of thrust to weight ratio. How much are they? Oh, they are 10,000. So I don't want to like. They're expensive to just throw away. I have done it where I did this. How much delta V does it gain? Like it's 1500 basically. And that's also 1500. So it's like if I set this up and then do the whole fuel transfer thing, where these go to this go to that. You know what? I'm curious about even using these, because you can enable crossfeed. And make these $5399. Overall, it does add 5224. Those need you could do that, and so I don't even need to put in those like little fuel pipe things. So do that for me. because I didn't need to change that. It's just, yeah, see how expensive these things are. 75,000. Take that off. So, I don't know. And all that. If I stuck this and that, 24,000. And that has just as good as thrust to weight ratio. Let me actually undo and see how much thrust to weight ratio these 5 are. Yeah, see, about the same. So, I don't know. Like, is it really ever worth setting this up? Because, like, at that point, why? Why bother with this whole complex system when you get that much thrust to weight ratio? 5399 delta V. Yeah, I'm gonna just save it as version. Yeah, it does lose a lot of delta V. Because now it's 4.2. It is kind of annoying when I undo. Yeah, say it loses the undo. That's so weird. This does. Yeah, it's just it's very expensive for that extra delta V. But I'm not sure if I really need that delta V. Because if anything, this is to push myself just into orbit. I think that's enough thrust to weight ratio. Actually, yeah, that's Kerbal. Okay. I want to at least get close to 1 thrust to weight ratio. Like it's under. It's just I don't want to go under 0.5. Then it's like then it takes too long for me to like do my orbit or get into orbit. But I do have another like engine anyway past this. I did forget the struts on this thing. Guess I'll just put 2 on each, just because of how it mirrors right now. For that, there. Just to make sure that doesn't bend around. But I don't think it matters. But yeah, even though I have those nuclear engines, I don't think I need to be desperate for delta V at the moment. I'd want to like design it in a way that I could bring that back so I don't lose all that money. And then what we could do is even just stick that like that. And that's probably enough, like, not quite. Well, if I half the thing, let's, never mind. I guess changing thrust limiter doesn't change anything about the delta V. Yeah, I don't like that. It's not like, the thing is this is like, that's 17,000. That's enough. Rocket. I don't know why I need to bother with, like, I could probably just put it at like 1 and it like does it. It's like a very fat looking arrow. Go to bed. Yeah, good night. I hate that it does that. Oh my goodness. Give me the ability to change it. So wonky with that. The thing is I could probably save this thing by throwing enough parachutes on it. There. Does that really take away a lot of its delta V actually? Let's see something. 2029. Not much, like maybe 90 delta V, 90 meters a second. And that is sea level. There's a little bit more it can get in vacuum. Okay, yeah, that's once it gets to space for this stage, which I'm hoping this stage can get there. Otherwise, I might just put like this. Like those. see something. That's why I saved what if I stick this in here? So I get rid of this whole stage. How good is this rocket? Power up something. Mousing over a set of fins that are mirrored. Well, it was, yeah, it was something. You know, I don't need these things on this actually. Yeah, I think this is not anyway. 511. Yeah, this is a lot more. It's a lot more. And it's like just about the same price as it would be if I stuck the other thing on. I don't know why it's trouble doing that half the time. There. I think this is good. We could like hold it like even like way up there if we want. Like I think if you like put this like you really want to like get any like little bit out of I feel like I want to hold something up like there and use, I guess, I think that's why I held it down like this on one of them. Go like that. There. Funny looking rocket. That's the most efficient design. Not trying to do any crude like design or something. Just yeah. I think it's like trying to think of what that weapon's called, RPG. That's what like it looks like a kind of like an RPG with like the very fat head. Or just an arrow with a very fat arrowhead. That's what I see it as. And so it's under 60,000. It's a very cheap rocket actually. Cheap setup for what it's. And we don't need Jebediah in this one. That's why I got the other thing. Oh, which we need a communication thing. You know what? We'll just stick one on the back there. This short-range dual-purpose communication antenna that can handle either direction or short-range relays. Okay. forget which one is like. Antenna rating. This is direct. Bandwidth. I think right now this is like the best antenna to stick on, which is why I was like sticking on all my other things. But just in case I need to like have the ability to connect to that. Is there a way to put this as a... What does that put in an action group? Is there anything for action? Yeah, there's that. Nothing for sex cell. Toggle. If I can remember that. See, now here's the thing. It'll be a good time to like just stop here. As much as I really want to like just get this in orbit. Yeah. Like we could certainly like if it like at least can like get it to like orbit. But I could just see me wanting to like now go through and complete this mission. I'm going to like get like hooked in and wanting to do the full thing, and it surely it's going to take like hours, and I'm gonna like be up past the time I want to like actually get to bed once again. So oh, is there anything? No, we wanna. Oh, that's just that one. Did wonder if I want to put like a cargo container thing. And yeah, I didn't put any heat shield on this because it's why I got like I have plenty of fuel. I should be able to slow myself down. If not, that's why I got docking port. If not, I will get this close in orbit and bring up something else to get to him and bring down, which why I do have my rescue rockets. This guy. Probably could like design that a little better. So yeah, it does have like loads of delta V. It's just a little expense that yeah, it's not enough. Oops. Just curious if there is like enough I could just stick on this. Maybe I'll call it and decide. Yeah, there we go. That's enough. And just in case it needs these as well. But I don't think it matter. Why did it turn them like kind of interesting? So if I take these off, not what I meant to take off. That is interesting. Care if you show yellow then. It's just because it's like 6 meters a second. Like those are gonna. Is these just to help like with G forces really? Okay. Oh. I call this 7. Just because I made a little edit on it. Here's a. So, been saving them. Rescue missions, yeah. It's a little more expensive and more parts, but to actually get these things back, it's like getting the expensive those things back. How much more is this? It's like 14,000 more to get back. Reasonable amount back, because that's like to get back 20,000, 30,000, like close to 30,000 with all 4 of these containers. So I think that's reasonable. So there. Of course, these are not positioned in the right thing. So I need to you to you. Actually, you and you pull up. You and you. You and you. Need to get like these two, like the vertical ones. You and you. Ones. 1 and 3. I need to select 1 and 3 and grab the other ones. 1 and 3. It's 2 and 4 needs to go up. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 up. Ah. 1 and 3 up. 1 and 3 up. 1 and 3 up. There we go. Let me do like a quick test of this thing. I should probably automatically put Jebediah into it. Yep, Jebediah is in it. Did not need you in it, but whatever. You're going to have to test. Because all the things were like filled up. I just wanted to make sure well, I probably should have like, I'd have to do a full thing, but like as far as I can tell, it's all the correct ones. Also, you know what I'll do is put these separate drawings on. So I'd like to be able to push these away from each other. And now I gotta split those out, which is the annoying thing of all this. It make easier sense to do it on the same thing. That way they all do the correct numbers. So it's 2 and 4 again. Then we need to put to this one. Yeah, 2 and 4. Days. Put up this one. There. But I'm curious about this one getting up there. Still has the action groups still. Yeah. It always likes to throw on Jebediah. And we need to have that empty to pick up our other guy. Just let it autosave on the default folder. Okay. Now we get to do like more of the action stuff, but if anything, I'm just gonna get this to orbit. Actually, before I do that, let's revert to launch. Actually, revert to vehicle assembly. I want to do a save here. Is there? Yeah, we do like before launch. Just override on that and then go back to yeah, just oh, I didn't mind it just doing that because then I could just do that and then launch from here. Just I wish that shown like all the other subfolders, but it doesn't unless I'm missing a button somewhere that I'm not noticing to press. Oh, you know what? I should have had this as a separate thing like that. Just so that does that. Something I definitely want to remember to do later, which yeah, there's a few little things I want to first change in here. I want to make sure I open the right thing. One, let's put some lights on it. lights on for you. Just in case I want to slightly rotate you down and turn you inward, just so it like hits that thing. Because I don't trust having lights just almost looks like a face now. I don't trust lights just shooting straight out and then not helping at all for. Actually, if anything, is there a way to like reset rotation? Or do I need to like place those? You should probably want to just point them down a little bit like that. Just so they are like surely hitting the ground. And then I want some lights for here. See if it is like, yeah, just in case it needs like some lighting. I can put like lights for just to light up the ground. These don't take much power anyway, and they're pretty light. They're very light. And these are even lighter. Do that just so they light up the whole thing. Create some like somehow bleeds through all the pieces. Well, I don't know how that all works, but whatever. Oh, wait. Got another thing. Man, there's so many things to remember on this stuff. So like going back and forth, I'm trying to like just get everything exactly how I want. Like all these engines off onto that different stage so they don't stage with this main engine that I'm gonna fly to the spot or and then turn to these engines. Everything is set. His Doodles is still playing. Might rate him. What's I say about getting to orbit here? And if I spend another 20 minutes attempting to get to orbit, then I'm gonna just end there without doing anything more on this. We need to have that up. Just try to touch this over. Let's go a little more aggressive. But yeah, this rocket's pretty simple. Oh yeah, I'm curious if it's. Yeah, see, it's doing the weight that's properly. I should catch up to my Appalachian. I'm going to do a little bit of thrust just to turn myself. Not very even at the moment. Or so I guess like the magic number on the time to Appalachian is 50 seconds. Is the most efficient way to like get this to orbit. We burned a bit too much in the atmosphere, but we're correcting it by just going slower down. Using less thrust and throttle. Like I'm just having it just barely on just so I can like control my turns a bit better. Okay, I'm gonna push a bit more throttle because I have a little bit left and because I need to do this engine, which is going to be much slower. Yeah, which is going to be a lot. But now the question is if this, oh, yeah, do that, shut all that weight off. That probably would help. It's a bit odd that I'm like tilted and all that. As efficient as this engine is, it always bugs me when there's like not a lot of thrust to weight ratio to the thing. And hey, if I burn like all that's thrust getting this thing, I still have like 3,000 delta V on this thing. Yeah, tons of fuel on this whole thing, so kind of makes sense that I'm struggling here, but the question is if I can or not. Otherwise, then I'm going to have to put a little bit of a booster first stage. Like a bit more fuel or something onto it. Which maybe I could put like another like tank like this onto it. Because it that bottom thing does have like plenty of thrust to weight ratio. By the way, I'm like doing it essentially from that angle because yeah, it's starting to lose. Yeah, I'm already losing. Like I need to tilt up more. Yeah, we are getting into orbit. I think this can get to the moon and back. If I recall. There we go. We're getting into an even orbit. I guess it just took me I want to even out my orbit. That's what I'm trying to do here. Wait until I catch up to it. And then burn more. Let's burn it like this way. Oh, there we go. Now we evened out our orbit. We kind of went into a slight angle. We can fix that. Oh, also there's like some part that we need to grab. Oh, you know what? I should have put. You know what? I might put a cargo hold. Like I might revert back and put a cargo hold on this thing now that I think of it. But then again, that's why I did a save before launch, just in case. But I don't know. The question is I gotta look at the contract thing and obtain this part, and I need to look at the details about that part. If it can fit into something. Yeah, how much did we get from this stage recovery? Yeah, pretty much like half the rocket got just recovered. 24,000. Yeah. What was the last one that was saved? 36 emails. I think it's quick save one that I'm seeing. I'm just gonna say we're quick save one because it's like basically the same as before launch. Because what I'm curious about is the details of that one part. Because I might want to put one of these cargo things onto this, like that. Just so it can like hold. Like how many liters they require. Yeah, look at the contract for. Mass 1.3 tons. Oh, that's length. Oh, maybe I just need a clamp onto. If need be, like it's 9 years from that. So if need be, if I need like the bigger claw thing to even just grab it, we can see about that. Otherwise, we'll see if we can grab onto it with what we have. And just two doctor. Does it mean rendezes two vessels in orbit around orbit of Midness? I guess put two things in orbit of Midness and then dock them. That's all I need to do on that one. This one's still like 3 years, or 3 years, so these were like 5 years. barely past like a year, so I should be good doing these. Unless I like neglect them like for like enormously a long amount of time, so yeah. We just leave it as that before I get distracted at anything else. We threw our, our main thing in orbit. I'm pretty confident it has enough. Actually, let me just get an idea of what else I got to, or like onto the moon and back up, just to get like an idea to ensure that it has enough. I believe it has enough delta V to get up there. And I did a pretty efficient getting into orbit, so I should be good there. But look at this like moon lander all the way over here. What was the delta V on this thing? 7,000. It gets to this stage. This last rocket is like 1,200, which is the rocket of getting back home, which is similar to it's this rocket, which is even like lighter. These. Oh, I did it so like with the piping things. Which now I could just enable crossfeed, take these off, and what's the weight of these things? 0.05. So it does give a little bit of weight. But I can enable crossfeed and then like use the whole fuel priority thing. Oh, these fuel things create the thing. Interesting. So yeah, 7,600. So I just launched this thing, which has a little less. So it can be a little concerning. It's a little less delta V, but there's like a lot less going on with it. Well, there's a lot of delta V on this stage. You know what? I'm going to be able to fly this like a helicopter when I get to the moon. That's going to be like kind of fun with it. But yeah, this is 200 meters a second less than what this one all the way here is. What was the light one I did? Actually, I recently got this guy to the moon and back. Was the last I remember when I loaded back, mainly because I couldn't grab this guy because it kept saying, oh, you don't have a part on here. Well, now I do have that part. Which I thought it was a separate job. I think it was this. Yeah, it was a separator. It was this part here, which I unlocked it now. Because technically this part. Am I able to? So I don't technically. Okay. So yeah, I was 3,000. Oh, even though I probably don't need that part. But hey, yeah, and then this is this is less Delta V actually than the one I named lighter. Just because I modified it a bit. Found I could like make it a little lighter. Let me see. Why is it? I don't know the difference. Oh, I think has something to do with this. I don't know. But yeah, this has even more delta V than the other one. 8,000 barn. Yeah. Oh, which means that I'm not sure if I have. We'll have to see it through. I don't know. I'm worried about it now. Asking Google. Well, just to get like a round trip from like Kerbal servicing, 5,000 meters second is the minimum to land on the moon from Kerbal. This includes escaping from Kerbal's gravity, a moon-bound trajectory, and descent. Your actual figure will depend on thrust ratio, gravity turn, efficiency, and drag. On moon surface to moon orbit is 890. This is minimum. Like, I have more than that though. New players and calculate suggest 8,000 meters to be safe and allow for. Okay. Minimum safe total is 7,000. Yeah. So I am concerned that I have that little amount. How much thrust to weight ratio? So we have enough that we could like add more. Should do like 2 of these. Of course, though, that's gonna be like we're gonna need to put like that many. Which there, that's enough, isn't it? Made it even a longer walk. We may try that. Reload like the other thing. Just is a bit more expensive. Let me see, what is it? You don't need 3,400 meters a second here. Kerbal atmosphere region. Just need enough to set paths. It's 40,000 meters. So it's like I'm close, but not like safe marching is the thing. The Kerbal to moon surface orbit is 5,150 meters a second. Or 5,100. Kerbal orbit, Kerbal surface. Moon orbit to Kerbal is 860. So it's about like 1,000. About 10. Which I do, like, I have 3,000 ideally when I like make it to the moon. So I probably am okay. But I simply just set this guy up just for to have a little push more, and I don't think I could put any more just because of, yeah. I'm probably just like, once again, like, Now the question is like, do I want to just keep with what I already have, like orbiting, or do I want to like try this thing? Like I could certainly just throw in this, launch this and see how this goes and then just revert back. Like I think I want to do that just to like get the feel, like, is this rock even harder to now like control? Like it's surely going to be needing to have full throttle on this guy. Yeah, just because of the thrust to weight ratio. Yeah, see, and then it's doing that first. Doing that just to try to like get it to tilt over a little bit. Come on, go up a little bit too. Stop tilting that. We're not on that. was passing my mark, so I'm slowing down. Okay, really slow down. Come on. Little video I saw advises to use the ProRaid SAS thing, but I don't have that, so I'm just doing my best to follow along manually with my controls. Wait, I need to slow down if it's going more than 50 seconds. The thing is once I don't have any throttle going, then it's like really hard to bend the thing. Let me see what's my okay, electrical charge is fine, especially when I do that. I'm starting to catch up to that. But it's back to doing this, so like I don't see that really done too much of a difference actually. Or I just did such a good job on the other orbit that I still need to use fuel on this stage. So I don't know. I'll probably just keep with the other one for now. Because it's not like, oh yeah. It's not like I gained that much fuel, it looks like. And there is another orbit change. So when we get here, I'm going to try to do an orbit and like aim for the front of the moon, which is actually a better orbit direction to get like back. So yeah, I'm just gonna revert back to assembly. I wanted to just see how that goes. Like maybe I get like a little like as far as this thing says, I get much more delta V out of this. Why is that now saying 8,000? What? I don't know. Maybe it was calculating it differently. But yeah, that's actually plenty. That's pretty good. I'm happy with this design. It's still easy enough to like control it, get it up to orbit. And this part, according to this, says that it will save all this, so it's just to be extra fuel being used. And hey, I still got this version in case I want to like go cheaper on initial pay. It's like under 60,000. It's just it is 600 delta V left, so it can be a little risky. But then again, it's lighter and it's got its more thrust to weight ratio. It's another thing, so it's like maybe that's why it like didn't make much difference at all. So now I don't know which design's like really better. And like if anything, like I could like even go like this, and sure it says 6,000 delta V, but it's now like so much more thrust to weight ratio. We can like put the limit down and it burns longer. 84 seconds compared to 47 seconds. So I don't know. It's like a bit more of a distraction. See, you just this game's hard to just get off. Doodles isn't playing anymore. I was going to raid Doodles. Well, someone's doing Star Citizen.
See the Atlas.
Yeah. He's raiding quite a long time. Or playing for a long time. There's this guy. I want to see a Lego game. Like watch a Lego game. Batman Lego game. Or Star Citizen. Some little not sure on especially what numbers displaying on themselves on if I want to raid. Sorry if I take a bit to consider who I want to raid. Just checking out things, sorry. And I'm wondering about like a certain appearance going on here. One thing I'm always worried on, not like against anyone like personally or anything, is that they'll like raid on to someone and it's like I'm inadvertently like supporting like all of some certain like beliefs that like I would like could be I guess like same as like if someone raising me that's like not with like Christian values, but again it's like there is there can be like a kind of indirect encouragement, encouraging on the certain things. And at times that's like what I'm just worried about. But I'm not going to try to question it too much because just playing looks like Star Citizen and kind of fun to see what's going on there. And I haven't rated the person yet. I did sit in their stream before, and it just looks like it's just like chill person. So it's Ripper 253, and he's doing some Star Citizen right now. Shot him out this way too. And if this helps any amount for Twitch by like just shot out there, it's just it doesn't then show up on my chat and stream. Just so like in YouTube, you can see the link if you want to like check the person out. But yeah, take care everyone. God bless. Thanks for whoever, like anyone hanging out. Or hope you enjoy watching, lurking and whatnot, all the space stuff. And this one was just a lot of just designing a rocket. Not much flying, but mainly how this game is. A lot of hours of just designing. But bye bye. Take care. God bless.